Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
First carry now for Chris Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Perine. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. He picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain for second down. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Landon Wilson to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here's Pirine. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. That catch good for only a couple. 7-7, our score after 1. From the 31, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
McPherson on for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. B.J. Hill coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here we go. Ready?
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Here's Dustin Colquhoun now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 8. And again, it's Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Mayfield with it once more. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 16. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Chase Claypool, a touchdown reception. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And you can see there is the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll flip this out to Evans. He'll wind up getting just a yard. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Evans. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. There's Evans again, complete. Room here to run. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on second down, Mayfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
So every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Evans.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow will throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here we go. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Over the middle to Evans. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the draw, it's Evans.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 16, Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. On 2nd down now, it's Evans. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Pirine. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the draw, Evans. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And they'll go right back to Evans.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals,
they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Browns,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.